Hi, it's Keith Townsend from the CTOadvisor.com with another Periscope coffee chat that, I'm doing a little bit of a hybrid this go around. I'm going to record the podcast in a proper podcast format while periscoping at the same time. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to talk about application appliances today. I got into a really interesting conversation with a chap from Oracle, talking about the advantages of kind of that Oracle full stack, specifically Phil Dunn from Oracle. He's a traditional Sun guy that's moving to Oracle's new organization after they've acquired Sun. And as a result, Oracle has come up with a really interesting value prop of being able to offer a full stack, being able to offer the application, not just the application. So if you're a legacy PeopleSoft customer, you remember, of course, that Oracle acquired PeopleSoft. And now between Oracle's legacy application business and PeopleSoft's business, Oracle offers a really compelling solution that competes against the likes of SAP, except for it's a full stack solution. So not just the application, but you also get the database. And now with the IP of Sun, they're able to offer a full stack of hardware as well. So Sun-based storage or Oracle's own IP when it comes to storage from other acquisitions. Sun Compute, the OS, the application, the database, and then the kind of end result is that you get one throat to choke, one number to call, and life is good. One of the disadvantages to that is that you're kind of locked into that full stack, and we'll talk about it in just a second. Oracle isn't the only provider to offer this. HP has somewhat of it from a infrastructure perspective, and SAP is coming to it from a different angle. They're offering their SAP HANA platform for the database part of SAP, and then of course they have the SAP application portion as well. So when you merge something like an HP capability with a SAP software stack, you end up coming up with these application appliances from OEM partnerships. HP offers a SAP HANA application appliance. SAP isn't just partnering with HP, Fujitsu, Dell, IBM. All of the major vendors, OEM vendors, offer a SAP HANA appliance. It's when you start to integrate these things into the data center where I start to kind of raise an eyebrow. While from an application perspective, and this is why application teams love them, from an application perspective, you have the flexibility or the assurance that I have one throat to choke, the solution will work, or at least it's advertised to work with the application that I'm buying. So from a enterprise data center perspective, I wouldn't fill my whole data center with Oracle Compute and other applications on top of it. I would specifically use their Exadata or whatever the platform that I'm buying to service my Oracle application. Same thing with SAP HANA. What you end up with are these islands within your data center. So here's the practical challenge that data center operators, specifically in the enterprise, would run into. I buy a Oracle full stack solution, or I'll buy a SAP OEM branded appliance for SAP HANA. I bring it into my data center. If I'm an EMC shop and a Dell shop, now I have to manage compute and storage that's not my preferred vendor. If I spent a lot of time standardizing on a specific platform, I have to practically, from a storage administration, from network administration, in some cases, manage a solution that is not a standard within my data center. So while the application folks may be happy that they have one throat to choke, I've moved the headache from the application space into the data center space. I've run into this problem myself. You know, when SAP HANA first came out a few years ago, the preferred method to deploy it was on an appliance. So if I went and got an appliance from HP, I get a rack of 3-part storage. I get a rack of HP networking. I get a rack of HP compute. But if I'm a Cisco shop that uses EMC or HDS or Hitachi, or HDS is Hitachi, or NetApp storage, now I have this foreign piece of transport and storage layer that I'm not accustomed to managing. So from that perspective, I lose some flexibility. Another piece is once you dedicate yourself to this full stack, you're locked in more or less. So when you think about your DR or cloud options and you want to expand, and this is specifically in the Oracle case, if I want to expand off-site or off-premises to a cloud solution, then I have to embrace the model that Oracle dictates. I'm not sure if Oracle has partnerships with other cloud providers and they have Oracle branded hardware that I can move to an Oracle cloud that's not an Oracle branded solution, meaning can I go with Savvis and have my Exadata based cloud in Savvis where I don't manage the actual hardware or infrastructure? I'm not talking about a colo. I'm talking about a cloud proper service where I'm consuming the service on a cloud nature. That's another knock. Since these cloud solutions, I'm not too sure that Oracle's cloud solutions are quote unquote true. They're cloud-like. You know what? I'm not going to get in trouble with Oracle because they're a little bit aggressive. I'll say that you have the option to go into Oracle Cloud, but don't expect the type of kind of terms you normally expect like an AWS. You're not going to get a month by month pay by the drink type of usage. These are going to be Oracle-like terms. You're going to have a minimum commitment that's not going to be 6 months. It's not going to be month by month. It will be something in which Oracle will be able to recoup their investment in standing up your environment in their cloud solution. So you end up with lock-in. From all intents and purposes, you can't just take a reference architecture from 2 different vendors. So if I deploy Oracle as I would traditionally, I pick my storage, hardware, compute based on best of breed, and let's say my primary data center. I stand up my Oracle app, certified, ready to go, and I'm chugging along. I decide to implement a DR solution, and in my DR location, I want to use a different best of breed reference app because it's a shared infrastructure. This is where Oracle kind of will market it as an advantage to choose their converged platform and say, you know what, whether you're in your on-premises solution, your off-premises solution, or your DR location, if you choose Oracle hardware, you have the reliability of and the low risk of knowing that your solution will work as expected because you're working on a certified platform that's fully supported by Oracle. The flip side is that you're going to pay the expense of hosting that application. You're going to pay for that reliability. You're going to pay the premium to have your converged Oracle solution in your DR location, as well as the rest of the solution to support the rest of your enterprise. So you using that strategy, you can't leverage commodity solutions to have kind of a cold standby. You're going to pay the full premium that you would for a production solution. So there's pros and cons. I'm not completely down on the application appliance perspective. I think there's a lot of value in application appliances. That peace of mind is great. I think the considerations are, if you're going to go with an application appliance, understand that the solution that you pick may be foreign to your current data center standard. And while you're lessening the headache of your application team, you're increasing the complexity of your data center by injecting non-standard equipment. In today's data center, realistically, you're going to have that problem. You're going to have appliances from other providers. The only problem is when you think about these BCAs, business critical applications, they could be a good portion of your footprint in your data center, and that's a huge, huge consideration. That's it for this CTO chat side coffee chat, I guess we'll call it. It's a hybrid type of show. I had fun with it. You can find me on the Twitters. I'm at CTO Advisor on the Twitters. And then on the web with the THE, I'm the CTOadvisor.com. Talk to you guys next episode.